Which was good. They do as I intended, also get back to us if it's battle semi-blind. It was some full of energy. We gotta vote, we kept ever closer. You really saw us starting to show her nervousness. Okay, son, everyone, I'm sorry that I couldn't be of use to you after the way I talked myself up before. Oh, not at all. But I want to say, well, I don't know if it will mean a lot coming from me, but... So tomorrow I'm going to keep you in speeches for you. This time I'll do it properly, Susan. You want to see it on the next page? Right. That night we slipped out of the dorm so we could rehearse. Teachers were watching the front door, so we went out the window. Where should we go? Awesome. Should be able to get out this time of night. Right, let's go. So you do this with me? Not at all. How do I feel than I could do before? She hadn't done any speeches since then. That's why she was apologizing for her lunch break. It's like her legs trembling. She worse than I'd be at a big track meet. Anne's way door wasn't locked, so very tightly, so I made it inside. There's something a little strange about being in a school building after dark. During the day, there were tons of people filling the hallways with elegant laughter, but now everything was quiet. I looked around, but there was no trace of anyone nearby. What a pile there's still bags on the desks here. What was this test of courage? It sounded like she was having fun. Regardless how the vote turned out, we'd be saying goodbye to this classroom in 1 month's time. How does that add to gravity to the situation? We really felt like it's gone by faster than the last one. Let's do the same thing, so much has happened after all. Yeah. So much happened over the past year, but the biggest for me had to be falling in love with Chiho. We had talked to friends before, but now we were dating. It was an emotional thought. Now then, she would turn back to me. Now please hear me out. As per performance in this. Patient has a school. Here are the reasons why. Good night. They all kind of look the same. This is generics, I mean the generics that are over here. This one, however, lacks a face. But, it's a visual novel, it's normal. First came to this school, to be honest, and didn't like it very much. As before, I stood at the very edge of the crowd listening to Chiho's speech. This time her voice was nice and loud, and I could hear every word she said. There was no hesitation in her eyes. This is because I joined the school in final course. Like me, you came in late. This has many unique points. Many of these points are good, but truth, I never thought I would ever fit in. Pretty sure it's been here, those feelings didn't change much.
私の古い友人である男子生徒が入ってきたことです。
Changing was to have an old friend of mine, a boy.
体育祭以来知れ渡っているため、今さらもう隠しはしませんが、今は私の大切な人でもあります。
I don't see the Flag Festival, so I don't see need to hide it. He's now my boyfriend too.
私が共学を望むのは、3年生になってもまたマサヤさんと通いたいからというのは否定しません。
Part of the want to see this integrate is so that I can spend with Saya-san again. I won't deny that.
でもそれだけではないのもまた本当なんです。
But being honest when I say that, that's not the only reason.
一番大きな理由。
The main reason is
私も今では男性ヌに対して愛着を感じているということです。
that I couldn't love Vincentess. At those words, the listeners began to murmur. That was obvious the White Lily and Rose Society members who were close to her, but to everyone else, it must have been a shock. With that knowledge, Chiho's rallies took on a whole new meaning. She was letting everyone know how she truly felt.
卒業して OG になった後もその気持ちはきっと変わらないと思っています。
If those feelings will remain, even after graduate and become an alumna.
であればそれがたとえ遠い将来のことだとしても男性ヌはなくなってほしくありません。
No matter how far down the line I go, I don't want to see Vincentess go away.
後期から入ったお客さんがこんなことを言うなんてみんなはおかしいと思うかもしれない。
I'm sure it seems strange to all you that a tourist who entered the final course would feel this way.
でもこれは私の心からの気持ちなんです。
But I'm speaking from the heart.
私も男性ヌの一員ですから。
Because I'm part of Vincentess too. I could see into his eyes how happy that made her. She's part of the school who she attended. That would seem to go without saying. Perhaps that just made it more depressing when it wasn't true. I never knew that you had gone through so much. When I was getting to school, everyone referred to me as a breath of fresh air. That was like a new wind blowing across Vincentess. In the end, it was up to each student to individually decide what that meant to them. With else, I had been able to blow the gloom from my girlfriend's heart.
私は来年度からの共学化に強く賛成しています。
I'm strongly in favor of gender integration for the coming school year.
皆さん、今は白井理解の回答ではありませんが、リサさんに清き一票をどうぞよろしくお願いします。
She's not the leader of the White Lily Society anymore, but I hope that you will give her what to recess on.
ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Thank you for listening. She gave a quick bow. Applause filled the courtyard. It wasn't exactly thunderous, but it didn't sound obligatory either. Nice job.
ほんと疲れちゃった。ダッシュ10本より疲労感があるかも。
Yeah, you're feeling tired. I just ran 1,000 meters.
なんだか聞いているうち涙が出てきてしまいました。
She saw him crying when I heard you. Ruka-san was wiping at her eyes. She wasn't crying, but her eyes were red.
のりこさん、千穂さんが何のてらいもなく万世ヌの一員であると言ってくれた。それが私、本当に嬉しいんです。
Chiho-san, you heard so part of Vincentess thought of shades of pretension. I was so very happy to hear it.
ありがとう。
Thanks. Chiho's eyes was also wet with tears. I sniffled and wiped the corner of my eye. Moment of truth. Here we go. I hope that Chiho gave speeches every day. 90 people came at first, but by the end, there were so many people in attendance that people in the back couldn't even see her. And at last, the day of the grand vote arrived.
ホームルームは以上です。この後はお待ちかねのグランデボートです。
Really quickly, we will come out because only a grand vote.
皆さん、体育館に移動してください。
They went previously to the gymnasium. They were the regular society members before heading out.
いよいよね。
It's almost here. Yes. Naturally, they were both extremely nervous. Today was the year's big vote. It's also going to decide my fate. Was fate the biggest turn for it? That's really what it felt like. Long as finished it would be rough. I lost a lot of sleep thinking about it. Let me see Chiho whenever I wanted to? It was hard to imagine. That was Chiho. She looked a little pale.
それにしても終盤はすっかり主役の座を奪われてしまったわね。
But the range for me in the end.
いや、私なんか。
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
でも本当、もしも私が改革派が勝てたとしたら、その立役者は千穂さんに他ならないわ。
Well, you know, if Reform wins, then you'll have been the main driving force behind it.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
でもやっぱりドキドキする。本当に勝てればいいんだけど。
Very nervous though. I hope we'll win, but
随分と悲観的なのね。大丈夫だって。あなた頑張ったじゃない。
this is gloomy. It'll be fine. Look how hard you worked.
ただ負けた時のことを思うとやっぱり不安で、それで昨夜はあんまり寝られなかったんです。
Is there any way I think about the possibility of losing? I stayed up all night, all last night thinking about it. How Chiho had the same experience I did. No matter how confident we were, we could never be completely sure. If we lost, we would be forced to separate.
まあまあ、安心しなさいな。毎日こんなことになっても、私がちゃんと恋のメッセンジャーを務めてあげるから。
So you're going back to that, huh? Now, don't worry, if it does happen, you know I'll be happy to play the messenger of love.
安心できないです。
Doesn't use my mind. We had the dinner receive voices at the entrance. Grandpa was managed jointly by the Lily and Rebel Societies. You mean the Rebel Society? White Lily Society doesn't exist anymore. The look continuing the former White Lily Society members had to agree to help out. Okay, that makes more sense. Cat opens the box to the room, then took her leave.
これで本当に終わってしまったわね。
Phew, now it's really over. We just all looked up at the clear winter sky and let her long sigh.
リツコ、どちらが勝っても恨みっこなしだからね。
So whoever wins doesn't have any hard feelings. Yes. They changed from a handshake. It was the Federation to close out the campaign. The announcement was set for the afternoon. There were 2 hours left and we had no class at the homeroom, so we broke up for a while. She and I moved to the abandoned classroom and spent the time together restlessly.
眠くなってきちゃった。
I'm so sleepy. Wanna go back to the dorm?
結果が出るまでとても寝られないわよ。
Can't see what you heard the result. Me neither.
本当に不安で。集会をやっている間は無我夢中だったせいか、あんまり感じなかったんだけどな。
Pretty damn nervous though. I didn't feel that way before. Guess because of the busy with the rallies. Maybe because we finally reached the moment of truth of Honest spaceship. I couldn't sleep last night thinking about it.
演説で言ったことはもちろん本当のことだけどさ。でも私にとってはやっぱり。
I always said in my speeches, of course, but I also really.
あんたと一緒にいるっていうのが何より大事なことだから。
Maybe I want this release so that I can stay with you. Yeah.
ねえ、もしもだよ。
Listen, just hypothetically, okay?
驚愕はなしってことになったらどうする？
So here's okay, what will you do? Do? Well, I guess I'll have to enroll in Itatsu's main school.
まさよ、もしも浮気なんかしたら許さないからね。
See, so I don't forget to cheat on me, that you know. Cheat? Someone really Itatsu, you mean?
別に英達の子じゃなくてもいいけど。
Anyone, really. Not going to cheat on you.
なんか心配なのよね。外に出れば機会なんてたくさんあるわけだし。
Don't worry, what's the for you have lots of chances for it. No way, remember what I told you about when I was on the run? I had no social life with girls.
それはバイトが忙しかったからでしょ？
She was busy with work. That's true, but that's not the only reason.
じゃあ他の理由って？
Well, what's the real reason? Well, I guess I just wasn't interested in girls. Chiho. She looked nervous, so I drew her in close to me. Just trust me, I would never betray you. I love you. Right. Her eye face close to hers.
ダメだよ、こんな。まだ誰かいるかもしれないし。
No, we can't. Somebody see us. Right. It's really bad for us realizing that we almost kissed in the place where we usually had class with everyone. Okay, let's not think about what happens if we lose.
それもそうだね。
Yeah, that's true. I know we'll win. Anyway, I mean, we worked so hard.
ありが
Thanks. We received an announcement that the votes have been tallied and headed for the gym. In reality though, the result will be widely announced of course, but everyone wanted to witness the birth of the new president. It was the current president's job to be the announcement, so Morigo-san took her place at the podium. I know he's also new student council president. The student council president will be... Say, yes! Perfect! Yes! Chiho! Fuji let her arms. I thought she around like a scene in a movie. We'll go park quickly. I tried trepidatiously expecting to grab his students by, but there was nothing like that. Contrary, the gates were warm. It just went to show that they really had come to accept Chiho and me. So this place had a dimmed of silence, but now and then paused again to build. It was an emotional scene. I was overjoyed for myself, of course, but I was also happy for Rise-san, who is now student council president. Congratulations, Rise-san. Congratulations. Please you two as well. Rise-san, congratulations. Thank you. We got far down to make a path that was unexpectedly in our direction. Come on, say a few words. Suzuki-san encouraged her, Rise-san nodded. I watched as she stood up as gallantly as ever toward the podium. The new student council president will now say a few words. This is part of which change direction in the new year, moving towards school integration. As the council president, I want to implement that policy with all speed. I look forward to working with you in the future. I'm just so happy. Chiho threw herself down on my bed, kicking her legs up in the air. Have you saw you heard the result? My whole mind went blank. Mine too. Why is that like that? Hope you aren't mad at us. Didn't seem like they were. I guess because we're really a part of his nest now ourselves. See, I'm glad to hear that. I'm happy, I'm so happy. Chiho buried her face in my pillow, kicking waves in the air, rubbing her face against my pillow. She kept squirming around as if it was the sheer joy she felt. She was so cute like this. Eventually she calmed down and looked up at me. Her eyelids were drooping slightly. We were in class for 3rd year. Me too. We'll share our summer vacation, okay? Sure. You just need to get out of my place. Oh, I feel so sleepy. I wish I could relax sleep, but caught up with her now that she was relaxed. You can sleep there if you want. No way. I didn't mean it that way, of course, but Chiho's ears turned red. Just when I thought she was going to get up, she buried her face in the pillow again. It smells like you. The pillow smells? That's not what I meant. Hmm? It was comfortable, but I wish to go back to my room. She picked herself up, blushing. It's a little funny if I stay here too long. Funny? I crawl up to her on all fours. Oh, I really am sleepy. Chiho moves the door quickly, then turned back to me. Okay, see you. Right. Oh well. We're going to get to stay together. We have plenty of chances from now on. Are the beds different in each room? I wonder. He looked like that before. He didn't have a bed experimentally. Ah, it sounds like Chiho. So I'm gonna sleep fragrance around me. I felt completely at peace. Not sleepy at all. Spent most of the afternoons, and now that it was nighttime, I didn't feel tired at all. Nothing to do either. Turned on the TV, but there was nothing on. Decided to read one of the books I'd ordered, but just as I opened it up, there was a soft knock at my door. At a time like this, or was this my imagination? But it came again, not this time, and I invited the person in. Oh, so you're still awake. Chiho, what are you doing here at this time of night? Just got a nap earlier, and I wanted to see how you were doing. Oh, I have the same thing, but why are you wearing your uniform? Same to you. I didn't change before I fell asleep. Neither did I. Sat down on the bed, Chiho sat down beside me. Those naturally came together. We had talked late in the night about nothing in particular. Out of nowhere, Chiho said, "Hey, Messiah." Yeah? I will say, first love's never blossoms. Guess it's possible it's true, but she raised her head and looked at me with trust in her eyes. Think there's substance to all things. Yeah, that's true. Miracles love too, after all. Really? It's true. It was before I did, but first woman I ever fell in love with. Smiled happily and rested her weight against my body again. But he doesn't have a karate club, you know. Yeah? That was out of nowhere. This year you set one up with you as president. Huh? How come? You've never done karate before. Just beat my dad. Is he really serious about that? I don't know, but I think he was serious about training with you. If that was the case, maybe I should train myself up a little first. I'm wondering, how's your father doing? Oh, yeah. It's been over months since his arrest. Dad already been indicated is now facing trial. Get a call from his lawyer, so they won't try to avoid jail time. I see. Chiho wasn't pressing charges for kidnapping, so it wasn't a part of the case against him. That wouldn't be the case for my mother's stabbing. I learned a lot after talking to his lawyer. Certain crimes couldn't prosecute without a plaintiff. Plaintiff was necessary to file suit. Kidnapping was such a crime, but assault wasn't. You didn't need a plaintiff to press charges for assault. Regardless how Mom felt about it, Dad was going to have to face consequences of that. We just see how things calm down. Oh, you had to do that. We have my father in prison. What? Father in prison? Charles understood what she was trying to say. Well, he is to the family. For now. Yeah. Hey, listen. Steph was silent. My family was subconscious and had turned away to continue. When I was a kid, I really wanted a family, just like yours. I always thought if only my family could be like that. Of course, it's not like I'm crying over it now. I tried to backtrack quickly before my tongue got too sad. It's just, dealing with my own family was like, I've been thinking, I want to make a happy family like that. I turned back to Chiho. And if I have it like that, I need you, Chiho. Is that a proposal? I know told you earlier for that. We're not family just yet, but... would you like family someday? She wrapped her arms around my neck and touched her lips to mine. That's my answer. Thanks. It's definitely too early to plan all that, but I was still touched by her response. They better get you trained up so that my dad doesn't beat you. Still a long road ahead in that sense. It was definitely too early. After Wednesday, I should actually hang out in the school building with her doing nothing in particular. Didn't have classes, of course, but there were a few students here and there. So you're here, so it's not like we need to make less memories of the place. I just like to walk around. That's what Chiho had said to me. First came here, all I could think about was graduating as soon as possible. Chiho turned her eyes to the large window. No, I don't want to leave, and I only have 1 year left. That's true. Besides, Joe Visit hosts 2 class reunions a year. That often? I was surprised too. First time I heard it. I thought it sounded like a huge bother, but... Guess I feel now. I'm looking forward to class reunions, but you haven't even graduated yet. That's true. We're looking forward to them too, aren't you? I guess. I hope I can make some good guy friends next year. Then I'll look forward to... What guy friends? What do you mean, what? Our eyes met and we stood our heads in unison. Well, the guy's coming here in April, right? Nobody can get to that class reunions. Did you say I didn't tell you? Huh? But what? Both seem to be getting more confused. We're getting any boys starting this April. Huh? I just didn't tell you. I didn't tell you because I just assumed you knew. What are you talking about? Did I just dream of victory or something? It's not that, but what was in February? There probably won't be any boys such between now and April. The first new boys won't come until in April of next year, after we've already graduated. Oh, I see. Disappointed? No, well, I guess I was disappointed, but not as comfortable with only girls around as I used to be, and past year really was fun. So I think I'll be okay. Good. We watched circles around the school and then went outside. Ceremony had been over for a while, but there was still students here and there taking pictures. Let's take a picture to commemorate too. Sure. Commemorate? I agree without thinking, but commemorate what? Wait, I'll borrow a camera from Tami-san. Sure. We ordered a big church for the occasion. They just made the tripod too. That was Tami-san for you. You try to set this thing up. I'll take it. Thanks. Set the tripod and fix the camera and then set the timer. Show it set for 20 seconds. Then I saw outside and took a fitting pose. By the way, what are we commemorating? I wanted that actually.
家族が増えた時のためにパパママにも青春時代があったのよなんて
So you can do this to our family. We can tell them this was your mom and dad when they were young.
あ、ほらもうじゃないライトが点滅してる
The time the light is flashing. Yeah. Turn to the lens and flash peace signs. On the other side, we find the future. And thus, we have concluded Chiho's route of Princess Evangile. You had some ups and downs throughout this route, but as National Affair, it ended in victory. I wonder. We're not done with this game just yet. I've got 2 more rounds to go. And maybe I'll do DLC, I'll consider it. But the question is, which route will I do next? I already know. Maybe you do too. We'll find out, won't we? You'll find out, won't you? Next time, let's say Princess Evangile, semi-blind. We'll jump into the next route. We'll start going for the 3rd route that I'll be doing. Until then.